All right, welcome everybody. Let's go ahead and jump right into our Yoga Sculpt 40-minute class here. As always, I have two kind of small weights. We're not going to do a lot with them. If you want them, feel free. We're going to do a lot of body weight stuff today. We're just going to start comfortable seat. Try to find a nice long spine. Make sure we're settled into the hips. And a little few shoulder rolls up and back out of the ears. Start to open the chest. And we'll add those hands to our shoulders and begin to circle the elbows. Maybe even begin to lift the chest a little bit higher. And then we're going to release those hands, take a full arm circle, reaching up and back, hands behind us. And start to lift our chin and chest towards the ceiling. Maybe even a gentle kind of rocking side to side. And we'll start to sit back up, bringing hands onto the legs. Just begin to circle the spine. Go one way. Open and close the ribs. And then circle the opposite direction. And coming right back into the center, we'll reach both arms high. An easy side stretch to our right, up and over. Now take that top wrist and gently curl the fingers or take a full wrist or a full fist and start to circle one way. If that is too much, you can always just release, curl the fingers, or you can keep the hand open and go the other way. And then we'll turn and walk the hands towards the top right corner, nose towards our right knee. Hands walk to the center. And sitting all the way up, reaching both arms high. And side stretch to our left. Now again, you can take that top hand and just curl the fingers or a full fist and begin to roll it out. And go the other way. And we'll release hands towards the top left corner, nose towards the left knee. Tucking hands into the center. And we'll start to sit ourselves all the way up. Just bring those hands behind us. Unwind and plant the feet. Just begin to windshield wiper the knees. Open and close. And we're going to come into our tabletop. Making sure we're stacking shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, and all 10 fingers are spreading wide. From here, just stepping our right toes back behind us. We're going to knit the ribs together, pull the low belly up and in, float that right heel. And then we're going to tap that leg across the left calf and maybe even look towards those back toes. And then unwind and tap the foot straight down. Lift, cross, and tap. Unwind, tap down. Lift and cross, unwind. Now as we do this, maybe even try to flex your foot a little bit more and press through your heel. Try to keep that low belly pulling in. Tap, unwind, and cross. Unwind. 3 more. Now holding that leg straight behind us. We're going to pin the elbows in, lifting our chin and chest and start to lower, grazing our ribs with our elbows. Chest comes forward. Now press straight back up. Draw that knee to our nose and cat back. Now inhale, straighten that right leg. Pin the elbows to our ribs, lower down. Press back up. Draw that knee to nose. One more time. Stretch out. Pin the elbows, chest forward. Press up, knee to nose. Now hold that knee to your nose. Tuck your bottom toes. Lift that bottom leg, stretch. So you're in a knee to nose plank. Now from here, stretch all the way up, 3-leg down dog. Release that right foot to the ground. You can kind of take a moment, paddle through the feet. Maybe a little alternating a bend in our knees. And we're going to come back to our tabletop. We'll switch it all on our left side. So again, making sure those shoulders are stacked. Left toes behind us, lifting the heel, knit the ribs together. Toes are going to cross over that right calf, look back. Unwind, tap the toes straight down. Lift and cross, unwind and tap. Lift, cross, unwind and tap. Now as we move through this, again, try to press through your heel. Keep the knees straight, low belly pulls in. 3 more. This last one, we're just going to float that left leg long. Pin the elbows in, lowering chin and chest. Press straight back up. Draw that left knee to our nose. Inhale, stretch the leg. Elbows pin, lower down. Press up. Knee to nose. One more. Stretch the leg. Pin the elbows, lower down. Press up. Knee to nose. Now hold it here. Tuck the bottom toes. Begin to lift the knee. You're stretching in your plank, knee to nose. Now send that left leg high, 3-leg down dog. And releasing foot to our ground. And we can continue to pedal the feet. Alternate those knees. We're going to come back to our high plank. Both legs this time are pressing behind us, shoulders over wrists. From knees or toes, lowering all the way down. We're going to bring hands behind the head. And we're just going to lift the upper body. So begin to lift the chest. Now add the legs. Float the legs. Lower the head. Lower the legs. Now reverse. Lift the legs. Add the head. Lower the legs. Lower the head. Reverse. Head lifts. Legs lift. Head lowers. Legs lower. Again. Legs. Add the head. Lower legs. Lower head. One more. Head lifts. Add the legs. Lower the head. Lower the legs. Now everything lifts up. Lift the chest, the arms, the legs. From here, release your hands, reaching up towards your heels. Roll the shoulders out of our ears. Long line. Breathe for 5. We'll release tabletop high plank in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your tabletop or high plank down dog. Stretch it back here. Gently nod your head. Yes. Shake it. No. Take a few breaths. All right, from where we are, just floating our right leg high. Draw that knee to our nose. Shift forward to our palms. Stretch that right leg high. Draw it through, finding our low lunge. You can kind of help that foot up and through. Bringing our back knee down, crescent moon, reaching fingertips up. Make sure that front ankle is underneath our front knee. We'll add a little twist, open arm, twist, right arm back. Now from here, tuck those back toes. We're just gonna try to press up into our lunge. Ooh, reaching that right arm back, left arm forward. Now square the shoulders off, high crescent lunge. From here, we're gonna turn everything open, pivot both feet to that left side, bringing our right thumb on top behind us. Roll the shoulders down. We'll take a wide forward fold with a chest expansion. Hands can pull away any amount. We'll release hands to our low back, slide down the legs to the ground. Turning to our front foot, low lunge. We'll step back, high plank. From your knees or toes, you're gonna pin those elbows in, lower all the way down. Now lifting just the chin and chest, cobra, maybe float those hands. Release tabletop or high planks, and pressing back down, dog. We'll stretch that left leg hop. Start to bend that knee into your chest, shift forward. Stretch that left leg hop. Bring it through, low lunge. You can help that foot through if you need to. Bottom knee down, crescent moon, reach up. Front knee over the ankle. Open twist our left arm back. Now we're gonna keep that twist, tuck those back toes. See if you can press up into your lunge. Square the shoulders up, high crescent lunge. And we're gonna start to turn everything over, pivot feet to that side. This time your left thumb on top, shoulders down, and wide forward fold, chest expansion. Hands can pull away any amount or stay resting in our low back. Hands to our low back, slide down the legs to the ground. Turning to our front foot, step back, high planks. From knees or toes, begin to lower everything to the ground. Inhale, lifting chin and chest, float the hands. Release tabletop or high plank. And down dog, stretch back. Now stretch that right leg hop. This time as you bend that knee, cross it towards your left arm. Find a little twist. Send that right leg back up. Again, twist towards that left arm. One more right leg hop. This time as you cross, kick that right foot out. Spin that back heel, fall and start. Try to open the left side up. Press that left hip towards the ceiling. We'll begin to draw that knee in, plant that left hand, send the right leg back up. Step it through, low lunge. Back knee down, crescent moon, reaching high. Open twist, right arm. Tuck those back toes, pressing up into our lunge. High crescent lunge, reaching tall. This time, warrior two. Back heel down, start to bend and straighten into that front knee a few times. Roll the shoulders out of our ears, arms straight out from the shoulders. And front elbow to our knee, extended side angle. Bring that top arm towards the ear. Take a few circles. You can kind of really open that arm behind you. And go the opposite way. Reaching up and back. Now just draw that elbow towards your ear, reaching long. Now as we straighten that front leg, reverse triangle. Right arm high, left arm down. Big cartwheel, hands to our front foot, low lunge. This time bring your feet together. Coming forward, we're going to bend the knees. Inhale, chair, weight to the heels, reach up. Airplane the arms, chest comes forward. Add a little lift in your heels. Sink your hips low. You can add a little mini pulse here, barely perceptible, just up and down in the hips. We're here for 3. We'll stretch those legs, heels down in 2. And 1, heels down, stretch the legs, both arms high, big breath in. Forward fold, release the chest. Step your left foot back, then your right foot. High planks. From knees or toes, you can lower all the way or halfway. Flip those toes over and lift your chest, stretch your arms. Come through your high plank and down dog. We'll inhale our left leg high. Now cross towards our right arm, get a little twist. Reach that leg back up. Again, cross to the right arm. 1 more, stretch it high. Cross to the right arm, fall and start. Kick that leg way out. Spin that back heel, open up. Bring that right hand back down, draw that left knee in, stretch it high. Step it through, low lunge. Back knee down, crescent moon, reaching high. Send the left arm back, open twist. Tuck those back toes. Press up into your lunge. High crescent lunge. Spin that back heel down, warrior 2. You can bend and straighten that left knee just a few times. Make sure those arms are out straight from our shoulders. Maybe roll them down. Left elbow to our knee, extended side angle. Take that right arm, few circles. Try to open the chest and shoulder. Go the opposite way. Now just bring that arm towards our ear, reaching long. Left leg straightens, reverse triangle, reach it high. Both hands cartwheel to our front foot, low lunge. Bring the feet together. Chair, bend the knees, hips low, reach up. Again, airplane the arms. You can add that lift in your heels. Little mini pulses in the hips. Very small here. Keep reaching your fingertips behind you. We're here for 3. Heels down, legs straight in 2. And 1, stretch both arms high. Forward fold, chest comes down. Step the right foot back, left foot back, high planks. From knees or toes, begin to pin your elbows, lower all the way or halfway. Flip those feet, stretch the arms, up dog. Tuck the toes, high plank, down dog. Take just a couple rounds of breath here in our down dog. Now we're going to come back into our tabletop. So coming down to hands and knees. Restack those shoulders, spread all 10 fingers wide. And now we're just going to replace our hands with our forearms. Hands can be down, or you can press your palms and interlace your hands if that feels better for you. We're going to tuck our toes and we're going to come to a forearm plank. Stretch those legs back behind us. Feet are separated about hip-width distance apart. And we're just going to twist our heels towards the right. Try to keep our shoulders square to the ground. Come back to the center. Heels twist to the left. And center. Right. Center. Left. Center. Keep moving through this. Finding your twist. Shoulders stay square. And then find that breath. Maybe open mouth exhales. We're here for 8. For 7. Coming back to our plank in 6. 5. In 4. For 3. Twist it out for 2. And 1. Press up to your high plank. And down dog, stretch back. Inhaling our right leg high. Now this time, draw that knee towards your right arm. Open that hip. Stretch that leg back up. Again to our right arm. Stretch that leg high. Step it through, low lunge. Now, if you want to, you can add your weights, or you can do it without your weights. We're going to come up to our high crescent lunge. So without the weights, you're going to lean your chest forward, palms face down, and you're going to clench your fists together and draw your elbows back. Squeeze them, stretch them forward, almost like you're making a Superman pose in your arms. If you have your weights, you're going to go up and down instead. Draw those elbows in, lower down, in and down. Weights are up and down. Without the weights, stretching forward and back. Forward and back. Now, wherever we are, think of squeezing your inner thighs together. Breathe here for 6, for 5, for 4, 3, 2, 1. Weights, place them down. We'll all come up high crescent lunge. Opening up to our warrior 2. This time we're straightening that right leg. We're going to bring hands to our hips. Take a moment, move your hips up and down. And we're just going to think about the sides of the body. So we're going to press into that left hip and just start to lean your torso over that right leg. Come back up. And lower down. Try to keep your shoulders square like they're in a picture frame. And lower. Back up. One more time. And lower. And up. Find a micro bend in that front knee. Now arms out to a T. Same thing. Lower. Pull straight up. Lower. And up. Arms are just floating out. One more round. Reaching down. Now come up, reverse triangle, stretch it high. Hands to our front foot, big cartwheel, low lunge. Now walk that right foot to the outside of our right wrist, hands down. Now from here, reach your right arm forward. You're lengthening through your left heel, right arm forward. Now an option if you want to, is we're going to start to try to pull that left knee in. And you're going to try to kick it through to touch your right hand. So my hips are off the ground. Pull that knee through, step it back. Now you can try this. Maybe shift forward, maybe get stuck. Just try to lift your hips, squeeze that knee through, press forward and back. You can try it out. If you feel like you're not quite there, you can lift and then you can bend down and stretch. And bend. So you're still finding some activation in that core. Pull that bottom knee in. Or feed it through. Kick back. We're here. Try 2 more. We're all going to be in that low lunge. Bring that right foot back in. Step back right away to our down dog. Full breath. On our next inhale, left leg high. Now draw that knee towards our left arm. Stretch that leg up. Again, to our left arm. Stretch that leg high. Bring it through, low lunge. Weights or no weights, high crescent lunge. Without the weights, lean your chest forward. Flip your palms down. Squeeze those fingers together. Draw down, forward, down, forward. If you're having your weights, this time we're flying, out to the side, back in, out, in. Chest is forward, whether you have weights or no weights. Out, in, out. Now again, think about squeezing your inner thighs towards the center of each other. Weights or no weights. You're here for 3. We're going to release to our high crescent lunge in 2. And 1. Weights down, high crescent lunge. Now warrior 2, open out. Straightening that left leg, hands to our hips. Take a moment, shift around. Now we're pressing into our right hip. Hips are dropping down and back. Shoulders like a picture frame. Just lean over that left leg. Come back up. Lean and lengthen. And up. 2 more times. Over and up. Try to stay open. And up. Now arms out to that T shape. Same thing. Float down and up. Soften that front knee if you need to. And up. Reaching down. 1 more. Reach down. Now lift up. Reverse triangle. Hands all the way to our front foot. Low lunge. Now left foot to the outside. Hands on the inside. Reach our left arm forward. Hold here first. Now again, your option is you can try to bring that right knee through. Squeeze it in. Sink your hips. Try to tap it with that left hand. Pull that knee up. Step it back. So you're still going to stay bent in your front knee. Squeezing your knee in. Feed it through. In and back. Or again, you can straighten. Then bend your knees, pull it in, and stretch, and bend. Maybe you're just working that core and lifting your hips and lowering, or you're feeding it through. See if you can take a few more rounds. We're gonna meet back in our low lunge. Bring both hands to the ground, stepping right back into our down dog. Find a nice full breath here. From our down dog, bring those feet to our hands, top of our space. You can separate your feet just a little bit. Take a moment here in a rag dog, grabbing your elbows, maybe grabbing your shoulders. Now from here, we're going to start to walk those feet even further out. So our heels are in towards the center and the toes are towards the corner. And we're going to start to bend our knees. We're going to think of sinking our hips low, come to our fingertips and try to lift our chest. Almost like it's kind of a variation of a ski jump. And then stretch those legs, let your head get heavy. Again, start to bend those knees, lifting your chin and chest. Stretch the legs, fold forward. Toes are just a little bit on the diagonal. Bend the knees, lift the chest. Stretch the legs, fold forward. 2 more. Bend the knees, lift the chest. Stretch the legs, fold forward. 1 more. Bend the knees, lift the chest. Stretch the legs, fold forward. Now, a variation. You can start to bend your knees, lift your chest. Just stretch your arms, reach up, sink your hips low. Stretch those legs. Bend the knees, lift the chest, press down, stretch up. Knees bent and fold. Or you can add a little jump. As you start to stretch up, jump. And come back down, stretch. Bend those knees, lift, jump. And stretch, come back down. If you're taking that jump, still try to move through that ski jump variation. Hips low, step. And up. Now you can take it a little bit faster. Try to let your head be heavy. Try to stretch those legs, or you can take it even slower, almost like you're moving through slow motion. It can feel harder. You don't have the momentum to keep you going. See if you can take 3 or 4 more, whether you're jumping or you're just stretching. Take 2 more. Find that last one, and we'll meet all together. Bring those feet together to touch. From here, soften those knees. We're going to take a seat all the way down. Now, if you have your weights, bring them with you. We're going to come onto our back. So we're going to do arms and core together. So as we come down, just drawing our knees in towards our chest. And we're just gonna bring our arms straight up towards the ceiling. Have your palms facing in together to touch. We're gonna bring those legs into a tabletop position. Think of your shins parallel to the floor and ceiling. Our arms are gonna come overhead. Keep those elbows close to our ears and tap those toes down. Draw those knees back up, draw the arms up. Tap your toes, arms float overhead. Draw those knees and elbows in. Now, if this is feeling too much in your back, just focus on your arms and keep your legs where they are. Again, you can choose if it's just the arms or adding those toe taps, reaching out, pulling in. Again, see if you can take it slow and controlled versus trying to pull through so many that we start to lose kind of holding everything else. Reach and in. Take 3 more. Out. Pull it in. 2 and in. Last one. Out and in. Now plant those feet to the ground. And we're going to hug our elbows in. And we're going to float those hands towards the ground. So here we're going to take these supine tricep curls. So our triceps are on the ground, pressing, and we're curling and opening and closing with the bicep. So you want to think about your triceps pressing into the ground and your elbows pressing into your rib cage, and your biceps are curling. Again, if you don't have your weights, no problem. Do with it, out it, or you can even add a little pulse here. Up and down. If you don't have weights, you can just take that mini pulse and really press the back of your hand towards the ground. Up and lower. Up. You're going to feel like it's easier to pull it in because of gravity and harder to take that descent. Slow and steady. Now an option is to extend your legs towards the ceiling. As you lower your arms, lower your legs about 45. Pull straight up and lower. Almost imagine everything on one big string. Up and lower. Pulling up and lower. If you're pulsing your arms are pulsing, but your legs are still taking it slow. Okay, pulse and lower. It's like you're pulsing 2 times for one lift and lower in the legs. Up and lower. Up and down. See if you can take 3 more. 4, 2, and 1. Coming back up. Draw those knees in. Weights can just come off to the sides. We'll draw our forehead to our knees and curve the upper back. We're going to add one more thing for the core. So hugging our right knee and extending, float that left leg. Now the option is to float your arms. Draw your knee in and switch. And switch. And switch. If you'd like to, you can have both legs straightening and scissor. Stretch and stretch. Keep switching. Arms are reaching out. And switch. Keep growing that chest. If we feel our head getting uncomfortable, release it. Focus on the legs, float the arms. Find that breath, breathe for 8, for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both knees in. You can take a little rock side to side, or you can take a few rounds, rock and roll, length of our spine. And we're just gonna sit ourselves back up, planting those feet a little bit further away from the chest. And we're gonna interlace our hands, press our palms away from the center. Inhale. Exhale as we twist, lean back. Inhale, pull up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Twist. Up. Twist. 1 more. Up. And twist. Coming back up. Now stretch those legs. Just start to fold over. Maybe as you fold over, you can gently nod the head yes. And gently shake it no. As we start to come back up, we're going to bring those hands behind us, fingers rotating in towards our hips, planting our feet, and we're going to take an inverted tabletop. So our hips are up, thinking of still stacking your shoulders over your wrists. Hips are over our ankles, or our knees are over our ankles, I should say. So from here, an option, you can just stay like this and hold, lifting that left knee. Press it straight out, float that leg high and lower, up and lower. You're lifted through your hips and your arms. If this becomes too much in the arms, you can always lower and lift and lower. We're lifting up and lower, up. Now, an option is to lift as you lower your leg, hips float, press up and lower and up. And lower. 4, 4. Lower. 3, 2, 1. Now bend that knee and lift your hips back up. Hold here. Option again. Extend that right leg out. Lift and lower. Lift just your leg. Lift and lower. Too much. Hips can be lower. Focusing just on your leg. Or if you want to, up as you lower, float your hips. Stretch and lower. Up and lower. 4, 4. Last 3, 2, 1. Bend that knee in, release the hips, stretch those legs out. Bring your right elbow underneath your left. You can either take eagle arms, or you can wrap, or you can goalpost and press those forearms together. We're going to lift up wherever we are. And then exhale, just curve and fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. 1 more lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale up, unwind the arms. Now this time, bring the soles of your feet together, knees opening out. You can take this more of a diamond shape. This time we'll bring that left elbow underneath, or again, you can wrap or goalpost. So from where you are, we're going to inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale as we fold. Option to unwind. Maybe hands wrap around ankles or even reach out. Maybe you'll almost imagine 2 sandbags on your knees and inner thighs to help keep those hips open. And slowly sitting ourselves back up. You can just kind of finish as we started. Roll those shoulders. Take those hands to the shoulders. Open the elbows. Take a nice big arm circle. Reach those hands behind us. Lift in our chin and chest. Take a few more breaths. Start to release. Shake it out. Woo. All right, everybody. Nice work. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, grab some water, take a pause, do whatever you need to do, and we'll see you next time.